So this video is about how to really grow and expand as a person. This could be spiritually, it could be mentally, emotionally, all of these things, and all of these things and then some. So the subject matter is going to be about relationships, because to me, this is one of the most transformative, one of the most challenging, and one of the most rewarding tools that we have to grow and to learn about ourselves. So if we really want to grow spiritually, in my mind, this is really one of the best ways. Not necessarily the easiest way, not always the most fun, but definitely one of the quickest and most effective ways to really get to know yourself at a deep, deep level. So when people think, oh, I want to grow spiritually, I want to grow as a person, typically they imagine this some sort of ascetic monk-like mentality of, oh, I'm going to be a vegan, or I'm going to be a raw vegan, I'm going to meditate every day and do yoga, and I'm not going to have sex, I'm not going to drink, I'm not going to smoke, I'm not going to watch this, I'm not going to watch that, I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to do that, I'm not going to do this. They're just pushing everything away, pushing this world away, and then kind of retreating into themselves in sometimes a narcissistic kind of self-absorbed way, which I'm not saying is good or bad because I'm speaking from my own experience. This whole video, everything I put out in all of my own videos, is from my own head and from my own experience. I might say people do this, people do that, but all I know is what's registering on my nervous system, what I perceive in myself, what I perceive in other people. So if I say this and it rubs you the wrong way, you think I'm being judgmental, realize that if I'm judging anyone, it's just myself, and I want to judge myself, that's fine, it's no one's business except my own. So quit judging me for judging myself, or for judging me for maybe judging other people. So I want to get that out there. So that's the path that people typically think is going to lead to spiritual growth or enlightenment or any of these things that we all seek for because we think we're broken, because we think we need to be fixed. In reality, not really. To give you some context, this is what I did for 3, 4, 5, 6 years. I was alone, didn't really get too close with women or getting too close in relationships, didn't go out and do much, just kind of hung out, did my own thing, meditated every day for an hour, did yoga every day for 2 hours, ate a very clean, puritanical, raw diet, and cleansed my mind of loud or aggressive music, and did all this stuff, denying this, denying that, thinking that I was going to somehow lead me somewhere that I wanted. So what I learned from that is I fooled myself, and I fooled myself a lot. In my head, I'm thinking, oh God, I've learned a lot. I've learned all these great things about myself, about the nature of the world, about the cosmos, about all these deep truths about the spiritual nature of this universe. I'm like, I'm awesome. I meditate, I do all this stuff, I know what I'm doing. I'm the next greatest thing to Buddha. So what happened is, I thought, well, you know what? I am a man. I am still horny, even though I've been vegan for so long, and I've been doing this yoga for so long. I still really like women, and I don't want to be alone for the rest of my life. I don't want to be the monk. I don't want to be celibate in a monastery or celibate in a cave. I enjoy life. I want to live it. So I started to get back into relationships, started to date women, and all of that crap that I built up in my head about being enlightened or evolved, that was gone pretty instantaneously, because I thought, oh my God, I feel insecure. Oh my God, I feel nervous to talk to this girl. Oh my God. All these things started happening, which I thought, oh, I'm so past that. I've been meditating for so long. I'm doing yoga for so long. I'm so past that. Not really. So the point of this, and I'm not just talking about it for myself, for my own gratification, the point I'm trying to make is that when you're in a relationship with another person, you might think going into it that you have everything together, your shirt's buttoned and you look good and everything's all in order and everything's all perfect. But you're going to soon find out this person's, if they're right for you, they're going to bring up all of your issues, all the crap you thought you forgot about, all the stuff you thought you were over. They're going to bring it up, and they're going to bring it up. It's going to be right in your face. It's going to remind you of all of your insecurities, all of your traumas, all of your fears, all of your, oh, I don't like this about that person, I don't like this about myself, my issues are this, their issues are that. It's all going to come up. It's going to be right in your face. Now, you might think, oh my God, that's so terrible. It's not how it should be. It should be, like I saw on TV. It should be Leave It to Beaver. It should be the Brady Bunch. It should be this fake stuff, which is really dangerous and total crap. It's totally, I don't know anyone who ever lives like that. And if they do, it's just because they're on meds all the time and they don't actually have any feelings or real human emotions. They're just zombies. And yeah, everything's fine. Yeah, life's good. Well, yeah, if you're drugged out on Xanax and these things all the time, sure, yeah, life is probably gray and good. So really, that point is I wanted to make is that, fairy tale myths and all these things and stuff we see on TV, things we were programmed with growing up, it's not real, and it's not really how relationships should be. And I think people get in a relationship and things go wrong and their issues come up and shit hits the fan, so to speak, and they think, oh, it's not how it should be. He's supposed to show up and give me flowers every day and get on one knee and love me and cherish me, and she's supposed to always cook dinner and have my plate ready when I walk in the door and never look or talk to anyone else and all this crap. And it's like, actually, that's not how people really live. That's how someone on TV sold you the idea that we should live. But in reality, the people that were playing those characters are probably alcoholics. They're people who had problems just like everything else. And if you know people in Hollywood, if you know actors, you know that's true. You know exactly what I'm talking about. So that's a few points that I wanted to make about relationships and their transformative potential. A, they're going to bring up your issues. All the stuff that you thought you dealt with is going to come up, and it's fine, and it's okay, and that's what it should be. Second, we need to be careful for these images and things that are programmed in our brain that are going to cause us a lot of trouble, because we're going to be in a relationship with a real human being, with a real person with feelings and emotions, etc., and think, oh, this isn't how it should be. It's not this romantic fairy tale. It has to be this romantic fairy tale. And, yeah, this is wrong. Not really. Second, or third actually, the third point I want to make is this idea that we have in America that we're responsible for other people's feelings. Meaning, if I'm being me and you don't like it, commonly in America, somehow I'm responsible for that. Somehow I need to change me so that you'll like me or you won't be bothered by me. When in reality, if you're bothered by me, you can just turn off the video, say, screw this guy, I'm never watching this video again, and take responsibility for your own self. Likewise, there's things in the world you don't like. Doesn't mean you got to go up to them and say, hey, look, I really don't like this. You make me feel weird. Can you please stop? How about, wow, I feel weird. I can just not put my attention on that. I can just go somewhere else. I can just take responsibility for my own feelings, look at why it makes me feel this way. Can I grow past it? Can I let it go? Is it bullshit? Is it not true? Is it not? Or what? Take responsibility for your own feelings. So how this applies to relationships is we're not a drugstore. We're not a pharmacy for the other person. We're not there to be their pharmacy. Is the best illustration I can give you. We're there to support and love each other and be there for each other, but we're not responsible for each other's feelings in the way that it's kind of programmed and put out, so we have to wait on each other's, hand and foot and on every little whim, because we're two people. We each have feelings, we each have emotions, we each have issues, we each have dreams, we each have fears and insecurities, and all of these things. And both sides need to be respected. It's not just about one or the other. It's not this fix me, I'm broken, or save me, I need to whatever. It's not what it should be, and we're not responsible for other people's feelings or interpretations. I think we're supposed to be ourselves in being loved and accepted as that, and do nothing outside of be ourselves. So that's a lot I just spit out. It's a big subject, but the overarching theme is that the best way to really grow and transform spiritually, or grow as a person, or expand or learn more about yourself, intimate relationships. And it's real easy to fool yourself and think you're learning and growing and becoming enlightened, like sitting alone in your room meditating, or listening to crystal bowls and all these kinds of things, when you're just fooling yourself. Because I guarantee you, put yourself in a situation with that family member that annoys the hell out of you, put yourself in a situation with the significant other that annoys you, and you will flip. You will go off the wall, you'll get emotional, you'll act crazy, because obviously there's still a lot of work to do, and that's fine, it's okay. We're not broken, we don't need to be fixed, we are who we are, and we're people, we're human beings, with emotions, with feelings, with desires, with fears, with everything, and it's okay. So hopefully that's been helpful for you. Hopefully you understand what I'm saying and can apply it, and maybe get some clarity on your life, and get some clarity on some things that probably have happened in your life, because these are things that I've been realizing lately that have really opened my mind to a lot of new possibilities, helped me let go of a lot of heaviness and crap that I was just carrying around. So if you have any questions or comments, post them below, and I will talk to you soon.